not merely seeing reality, it is touching the truth.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Chronic Gamer. My name is Matt, and this is my reaction to episodes 95, 96, 97, and 98 of Yu Yu Hakusho. If you are watching this on YouTube and you want to check out next week's video reaction, then check out the link in the description to my Patreon. And if you would like, you can pledge there for $3 a month and see early access reactions for every current and future series that I do. Also, there's a $5 tier that you could read about when you get there if you decide. Shit. A whole bunch of stuff happened in these episodes. Yusuke's still dealing with the fact that he's got this demon portion of him and he doesn't know what to make of it, and it seems to be a separate entity from him, at least for the time being. And so it turns out, like, there's these 3 demon kings and shit. I forget all of their names, but the one that's the most important is Ryzen. And he's like his ancestral father, or whatever they were calling him. And he's the Mazuku demon that, you know, basically gave him the DNA needed to be a Mazuku demon. And it's very interesting because these 3 kings of the demon world, they are in conflict with each other. Ryzen is the one who wants to stop eating humans. I think the other one was like Togi or Toei or something like that. I don't remember what his name was, but it began with a T. And he is the one who wants to like eat all humans, I mean. And then there's one that's kind of like in between. But they all are in conflict with each other, and they all want to reign supreme. And they recruited the crew, basically, Hiei, Kurama, and Yusuke. I don't know what the other two's motivation is, but it seems clear that Ryzen's motivation is to train Yusuke to maybe fight on his behalf, or maybe even take over when he's gone, because he's dying now that he's pledged to stop eating humans like 1,000 years ago. And I commented in the reaction that I find it very interesting that his followers still eat humans, even though he's the one who pledged to stop eating humans. But I guess for demons of that rank, there's no other nourishment besides humans. I don't know if that's the case or not, but they seem to not want to eat anything but humans. Like, I don't know why he couldn't just go eat something else, maybe like lesser demons or animals. I don't know, but for whatever reason, they have to eat humans to live. Yusuke understands that, which is definitely his demon side. I don't think if he was full human, he would completely understand that, but he was able to rationalize it in a pretty believable way. Saying like, well, I can't judge you because, like, I eat meat, and vegetarians, I know what it's like when vegetarians judge me, so I know what's going on. But it's definitely interesting. Not that I ever think that Yusuke would ever be the one who would go and eat humans. I think that he's too smart and too stubborn and too set in his ways to ever change that about him, and I don't think he'll ever be one to go with the flow. So, yeah, it's definitely really cool that he's there training with Ryzen now. I don't know Ryzen's full intentions. I don't know anybody's intentions really at this point, except for maybe Yusuke's, and he just wants to find out more about himself and confront Ryzen for interfering with the Sensui fight and all sorts of stuff. But it comes at a cost. He's got to go to Demon World and stay there for a few years, and that is not making Keiko very happy at all. She's definitely really upset, and that's kind of upsetting to me. That was probably the saddest part of this whole series so far, is seeing Keiko that upset to the point where she's like, I don't want to be with you anymore, kind of upset. So I really hope Yusuke follows through with that promise and comes back when he's 18 and they get married, and that's how the show ends, because that would make me happy. But I don't fucking know. anything could happen, really. But yeah. Kuwabara is actually turning back into an academic, and he's going to study hard to enter that great high school and then eventually a good college or university. So, and he's doing it for Yusuke, of all people, who wished him to do it, even though he was kind of doing it for himself as well. And I respect that. I do agree with him that it's kind of sad to see them all go into Demon World. It seems like the gang is splitting up, and that's definitely not something we want to see. I don't want to see the gang split up at all, but for whatever reason, they have their motives. I'm hoping we'll find out in the next few episodes why they're all choosing to go, and I don't know if they're going to actually fight on behalf of these demons or if they're going to go confront them or what. Genkai made a fair point. We have no reason to believe that they have bad intentions or their plans are to break up the squad, but it's definitely something that crosses your mind when you see them going off to fight. It reminds me a lot, like especially with Hiei, it reminds me a lot of when Vegeta wanted to fight Goku in the Buu saga, and he let himself become a Majin just to be able to fight him. I'm hoping that that's not what we're seeing with Hiei here. I know that Hiei still wants his rematch with Yusuke, like a real rematch, but they've become good friends, and I would hate to see them not be friends. Like, if you have your rematch, that's cool and all, but, you know, still be friends. I don't want them to be enemies. But yeah, they're all demons now, and they're all going back to the demon world. And they were let right in by King Yama and the squad, his defense force, or whatever they call it. And that's because they don't want them to cause any more problems in the living or spirit world. I understand that decision as well. But they definitely aren't thinking rationally. That one defense squad member was like, yeah, we're supposed to like believe that they're evil, but to me they look like heroes, or he looks like a hero, and couldn't have said it better myself, really. That's kind of what I've been saying this whole time. Like, you gotta look at his actions and not who he is. Even as a demon, he still came back, defeated Sensui, and saved the living world. So I don't know how you can say he's not fighting on behalf of the living world, but he is an unknown variable at this point. Maybe he's got more proving to him to everybody. I don't know, but it's definitely the start of something that's gonna be crazy, I think. Yeah. Botan's upset. Everyone's upset. He's going away, and I hope that he can come back, because it doesn't seem like it's gonna be easy. Maybe he could put one of those things on and somehow come back, but they locked him in. And shit's gonna go down. That's really all I can say. This was a lot. These 4 episodes are pretty much setting up this arc. I appreciate just watching these 4. And I can't wait to see how the conclusion of this series is gonna be. But yeah, again, if you're watching this on YouTube and you want to check out next week's reaction, then check out my Patreon. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Chronic Gamer. Peace.